circles around you.
Hey.
I'm gon' wrap circles around you.
Yeah.
I will wrap circles around you.
Yeah.
I'm gon' wrap circles around you. I will wrap circles around you.
So I got it from beginning to the end with the flow. Let's
go.
go. Yo, LeBron on the beat all net and the switch and squeeze. Dutch mess that too, just to be complete. They wanna grill, okay, nigga, get the beef on your face blast. Oh, really don't get your teeth pop when they cap city, rap city, ho. You can spit fast, people know that you slow. Saying you right when we know what you own, we know that you don't. Yo, keep your back still. They asking for back still. Feed them rats pills, set them in the trap still. You ain't sick of me, question why you act ill. When nothing in store, tell me how you snag deals. But I know cause your prices is lower. They offer me more for the nicest. To show up, I tower your shit like the Eiffel that go up and nigga, you know what? Yo, hold up. People be wildin' and bellin' in my talent. You act like you don't hear this fire. You are nobody but a well-known liar. You talk too much, keep the jail phones tied up. I know your family's some well-known fighters, COVID with no lid. They spread that virus in a pandemic. You ain't had a plan in it. Damn, not even scamming it. This beat, I'ma cross-examine it and relay that. All my niggas ran with it on streets. I'ma take my stance in it and make sure that everybody stands in it. You alternate. I'm what they really want in this. I'm who they choose and you who they often get. It's up to me. I would just dispute the shit. We shoot the shit and come out with cool. Yo, I got it from beginning to the end with the flow, yelling head tie. Kill it with a no, put your plant in the window, let it grow. Dealt with a little bit of pain on the low. Yo, some shit will break you. I would rather break through my verses, take one, my ad-libs take two. Working on the EP, album in the tape two. Drop shit you can relate to. Raps and surplus, why you make do. Raps amazing, I would hate too. Raps a circus, try to cage you. These raps is running in and out the same. Yo, LeBron is a dawn, my hand on the Quran. And them off-whites can't stand that I'm on my exit. Reps it, even in Texas. I don't need a motherfucking necklace, nigga. Yeah, I forgot about that. That's one of my little gems. Yeah. I love that. So anyway, let's get straight into this bullshit. Hey, we back at it like motherfucking hit the button. Yeah. So listen, we here to talk about this Saucy Santana DJ Akademiks bullshit. So let me bring this up real quick. Let me go over here real quick and just bring this bullshit up because yo, what the fuck? Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, thumbs up the video, all of that shit. Yeah, make sure that you do that. What else do I see on here? Give me a second. Yo, can I just say something real quick? I just have to say this. And I'm not a hater, I promise you, right? This week, I seen people going crazy over a freestyle that Tyga came out with over the Doja Cat beat. And when I seen how people was reacting to it and I finally went to go listen to it, he wasn't saying shit. Yo, I be so confused on who y'all say is spitting and what. Because listen, I heard a 14-year-old from upstate New York today, and to me, he made me have more chills than what a damn Tyga said. Y'all just, I don't know. We in a day and time where y'all just getting bought by bullshit, and I feel really bad for the people who can't tell the difference. Because to me, yeah, he was rapping, but he wasn't going hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't going hard at all. He wasn't, in my opinion. At all. So let me bring this up real quick. So I got that on the screen. I hope all of y'all doing well. Let me get this fitted right. Let me do it downward. All right, let me put it down. So it was why is Little Kim threw her panties? Damn. First so long. I'm so pissed. Hi, I can only stay for a bit. Family movie night. Okay. I forgot you in California. So they always sleep on the real rappers, yeah. And it's like, what was you saying that was really that potent? Like, he wasn't really saying nothing that was that potent. Let's be honest. Let's keep this shit a stack. Niggas, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm really humble, but a lot of niggas is not really fucking with my Wu-Tang Clan 2005 freestyle. Y'all just not. The pen game is nasty. It's just nasty. So, you know, I got away from playing my music on my channel, especially with just the way that I broadcast sometimes with just being on the go. But that's something that I definitely want to reintroduce again, because it's like, yo, I could push the button on some 2005 shit and you not fucking with it at all.
Yeah. Triumph freestyle.
Let's go.
Unsigned artist of the week. Y'all holla at me.
Yo, my shit
Unsigned artist of the week. And look, man.
That shit is. Yo, that shit is too real. Listen, open your fucking ears. Listen, hold on. Listen, let me tell you something. When I got this beat And I remember I was writing to it. It took me a whole day to write this shit. This is why I understand, and I don't understand how academics so hard on Nicki, because when Nicki came out and she started doing her interview saying that, do you know what it's like to sit in a room and write your shit all day? When I tell you I took my time with this because I said, this is a classic beat. What the fuck am I going to say on this shit? And it just came to me. I won't rap, whack, talk trash over old beats. Always, yo, I split. Blah, 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 blah. Listen, let's go. Let's fucking do it. Let's do it. Let's do it because it got to be done. Let's go. Yo, I won't rap, whack, talk trash over old beats. Always salute my young, my vets and my OGs. Raised in the 80s, listening to oldies. What up with Wu-Tang Clan? We miss my nigga OD. Smart about rap, motherfucker, I OD. Would never rap about material shit I don't see. These niggas front about situations they don't see. They raps not raw, nor delivering nosebleeds. Yeah, I spread love, everybody that knows me. R.I.P. all my fam, all my niggas that's low C. Them killing niggas, that's the shit to provoke me. And never take this love shit as if you know me. I'm trying to have you feel shit. The born is why I claim I've been around a lot of real shit. Town where you get hurt and boast around like you ain't feel shit. Most come from nothing, every day they gotta steal shit. Some fronting like they ill rich, and I hope if a nigga try to jukes me stumble, but it's just a part of life and how the cookie crumble. Unless you want to do the time, they could book you bundles. Be around them killer niggas, so them goons from jungles. But I'd rather smash jams, legs stand with their hands fam. Laurent, niggas know me, dedicated to fam. Niggas sound sick, how they saying they tracks can. Thuggish, all rubbish, they belong in the trash can. We could go toe to toe, what you want in this match? Or with them niggas pushing pedals, cause you running on gas low. My pops less than well, never sell for an asshole. Try to knock them out first. Never take ends over family. That's some ill shit. Money change people. That's some ill shit. Always spending on yourself. That's so selfish. But niggas built with being broke, and I sure felt it. But the dread gave me a cue of weed. I dealt it. But one to roll up every time I felt it. My mom say I'm a pothead and I can't help it, but she still want me young as a boy. Don't have me, but I'm a man and I'm grown now. Glad I'm in my zone now. Can I have a mic check? I'm glad I'm in the phones now. Can I have your attention? Put your fucking phones down. Yo, my nigga. That shit is still relevant. You see how everybody, and I noticed it early when I was writing, like, back when the cell phones was introduced, everybody would be on their phones. I'm like, can I have your attention? Put your fucking phones down. Real shit right here. Ain't no fucking clones now. Use my exits in my city. 23 off 87, 6 off 90, uptown, downtown strips. They all look grimy. Niggas is not, that pen game is nasty. It is nasty. It's been nasty. And yeah, I started from the dining room table with my brother trying to outdo this nigga. And yeah, that's why it's like I don't be understanding why y'all be impressed by some of this bullshit that people be dropping. Like shit that should have just never left the studio at all. But listen, let's get into this academic shit for real, because I'm a little my opinion might be different than yours when it comes to this. First and foremost, I want to say this. I don't want to hear nothing from a man in full set of nails calling somebody else of the F word, calling him, because I don't want to say that, because you know how YouTube play. They playing with people's channels, and I'm already wait, where's my water at? Okay. I'm already demonetized, so I don't want to say no shit that make me go against the community guidelines. You got to be 10 steps ahead, right? I'll let him say it. So let's see. Oh, actually, let's start off from the beginning. So DJ Akademiks came out and he had some comments about the city girls. Hold on. He made a comment about the city girls in general, right? Now, within this statement from Saucy Santana, he didn't say anything about JT, right? So I love when men defend their female friends. K Goddess, get your stupid out. Ugh, K Goddess, she's another one get on my nerves. She camp out in the damn comments of the damn blogs. So anyway, let me go here. So DJ Akademiks, young Miami with a message to Akademiks after he says that they rose to fame by having good writers and not doing the work. The city girls are completely over. A lot of these bitches rose to fame by having good writers and not doing the motherfucking work. Did he lie, or do you just don't like the messenger? You understand what I'm saying? Did he lie? Did he lie? The only thing that I don't like about DJ Akademiks is that he say this about the shit, but what about Cardi B? It's like you boost this bitch up. What is it about her? Is it a paycheck coming from the label or what? Because you know she not fucking with Nicki. On some real shit, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. And a lot of y'all might think that this is biased. Nicki did the work from day one. until now. I think honestly, you might think this is crazy of me, but I feel like she deserves to go on and not be critiqued. I think she's worked harder than any of these rap bitches, any of them. It don't matter what the fuck they put together for you, and you think you're doing some bullshit podcast because you associated with granddaddy balls. Granddaddy balls. You can't find you fucking on a nigga. Listen, you fucking on a nigga, or you allegedly on a nigga who's almost 60 years old, huh? Huh? You letting a nigga who been around the world and wash you up? Why you couldn't get a nigga that's in his 30s to, like, you couldn't get no ball players? It wasn't no niggas with really money in position. What it was the situation with Puff that could put her on Revolt and all of that. So I think that, Young Miami and the City Girls, I'm gonna be honest with you, I never seen it for them at all. At all. Like, didn't they say Lil Yachty wrote one of their most popular songs on some shit like that? Anyway, this was DJ Akademiks' commentary on the City Girls, which I believe applies to a lot of female rappers who are in now, right now. And you might think that this is crazy, but yeah, I am happy for somebody like Sexy Red to be on a legend song. Like, Drake is a legend. Yeah, I'm happy for her ghetto ass to be on that motherfucker songs. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass with Drake. I'm happy for her getting her moment, because I feel like, even though I feel like her lyricism is weak, right? I'm happy that she got known, and he's actually, people are appreciating her for who she is. You understand what I'm saying? She's not creating facade or anything like that. It's either you like her or you don't. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm proud of Sexy Red, because I feel like she's in her own lane, and I don't know how long that's gonna last for her. Hopefully, she's gonna reinvent or do something that's gonna last longer than that. But I know that this Drake feat, that's a big look for her right now. It's a great look. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. I want to do something on the side. This bullshit. And that song is basically getting a single treatment right now. I just had to go into that because, yeah, that shit is about to cross like 40 million streams on Spotify. Hell yeah, that shit is climbing. Number 63 overall radio. It's climbing. It's climbing. 17 million in radio. They climbing. I'm proud of her, because listen, a lot of times people like that, they count you out, and then they want to boost up the Cardi B's and people like that who got these budgets and shit pushing them. No, Sexy Red deserves it. She deserves a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of these people, y'all boosted up a lot of people who shouldn't fucking be here. To be honest with you, I said this shit years ago in my commentary. It's gonna be a DV. It's gonna be not a DVD. It's gonna be a what's that shit? A documentary on the rise and fall of so many different artists who came out who just didn't have the skill. And it's like so many artists like who's sitting on standby who do have the skills. Well, we know that London Hill is associated with Nicki, and she deserves more. But it's just like a lot of these bitches be getting burned, and they don't deserve it. They don't have the music. They're not musicians. They can't keep the shit going. They don't got the lyrical content. A lot of y'all love JT because Nicki shows her love, but to me, she's whack. I don't give a fuck how hard no bars spitting. Y'all just want to post a girl pussy and puss it or puss. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Y'all get off to that. Y'all might be hyped because she posted a video like with people singing that shit. That shit don't mean nothing to me. It don't. Like, how many other songs do you have that I don't like? How many other songs does she have that you don't like? So let's keep this shit real about the City Girls. So let's play this real quick. I don't care about, listen, I'm learning more and more. I'm not trying to be rude, but a lot of people, like, your opinion about my opinion, yeah, we can debate shit, but I'm solid on what the fuck that I say. I mean it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. Like,
I want to talk about the City Girls. I'll briefly talk about the City Girls. And I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think the City Girls are completely over with. And they did the most pathetic interview I just seen recently.
And he doesn't have a right to his opinion on what he say. Maybe he did think the fucking interview was pathetic, just like the damn album. Listen, I told you that I spoke to people who don't even know that I do this right here. I like to have regular conversations with people they don't know. They not trying to put on, and they just telling me, they giving me the raw data. There's no fluff. There's no, oh, I'm gonna say this because you might repeat it on your show, or no. I like to speak to people who just speak. I spoke to a person the first day this album came out, and they said it was horrible, and they would never go back to listen to it again. Never. So, and you know what's so crazy? After I spoke to that person that was early morning, probably like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, where we was messaging back and forth, right? After that, so many other people were saying the same thing. It's a universal fucking code. Dead ass. So let's keep going.
And we need to hold some of these makeshift chameleon, non-talented, lazy.
Cardi B, the City Girls. The only reason you don't think Cardi B is lazy because she got a little machine behind her. They did everything that they could, making all them fucking TikToks, reposting, and the nigga still wasn't jacking it like some dick. They still wasn't jacking it, huh? But why you? My thing is with this. Right, with the City Girls. Now I will say this: I feel like a lot of people be getting attention too quick, and they don't have the buzz to go behind it. Listen, Ice Spice is writing off of shit. Listen, she better pray Barbie World stay up there, baby. You know I'm happy because Nicki is associated with it. But what's next? What's next? Actually, while I got this up on the side, I want to see what is that doing if they pumping radio playing to that Pretty Girl shit. What's next? Because what's next? Let's see. Sorry for cutting it off, but I just want to. I be thinking about shit and then going. How far is that from the top 100 of radio? Oh, that's a long way down, baby. Yeah, you're gonna have to find something else. I mean, you got Blessed, you got two Nicki Minaj collaborations, and you got the Taylor Swift collaboration. What's next? What's next? What's next? Let's go.
Non-passionate people accountable. You see, the City Girls are the definition of people who have gotten to places in their career without ever really doing the work.
Yep, and then Young Miami is associated with Granddaddy Balls Diddy. She think for some reason, and so many of you slow motherfuckers, I want you right now. If you agree with the Young Miami and Diddy relationship, I need you to unsubscribe. I need you to. You want to know why? If you have somebody with Young Miami, how old? Diddy was 25 years old when she was born. I don't give a fuck if she's past the age of consent. She's associated with Granddaddy Balls just for surface, just to be in the mix in the conversation. Let me tell you something, right? When you go to the drawing table and these labels and they trying to figure out shit that's working, yeah, she might have got a few spins off motherfucking Revolt TV because they push that shit through the algorithm. You got to be a damn fool to not know that Revolt is a channel on YouTube and they're going to push certain things. You think how the fuck Young Miami get 1 million views in an interview and people don't even fucking watch her music like that? Huh? I need people to open their minds up. I need you to be more well-rounded mentally. I want you to question yourself that. How the fuck can her interview? Does that means that tells me that if you have an interview, that means that people are interested in the host and they're interested in the person that they're interviewing. Your interview got 1 million views and you can't crack 1 million views on. Didn't she just drop a video with Kim Petras, the City Girls? Hold on. Let's see. And I ain't trying to be funny, but it's like everything that Nicki do. Nicki came in the game. She collaborated with Maroon 5. Who collaborated with Maroon 5 after Cardi B? Who did it after Megan Thee Stallion? She collaborated with Kim Petras, and it's like, oh, we got a song with Kim Petras. Okay, it's just like, come on, like City Girls. What was it called? Flashy Girls. I would be surprised if that video hit 1 million views. I really would. Let me see where that is. No, still. Quick segue. No. 9 days ago. 529K. You mean to tell me you can get 1 million views off of an interview in one day and you can't get that in your music? That means that they're not interested in you. And that means that that's marketing that's not effective. So while you kept her and stayed around Diddy and allowed him to make himself look young and mute and mooch off of your damn brand and your youthfulness, it didn't do anything for you. For you to show up and sell, for that group to show up and sell 6,000, and then listen, it ain't all on Young Miami. I'm just saying that's marketing that's not effective. And then Young Miami, and then JT, she's associated with Uzi. I don't know what's going on with that situation. In my heart of hearts, I don't feel like that's something that JT is really proud of. She might act like it. I think she fucking with him because he's he got money because he tours and shit like that. But they ain't really proud of that shit. Hold on. Let me just go here. I want to see something. Are the City Girls even there? I don't even think they charted. Yo, not on the Hits Daily Double. So this is Hits Daily Double, the week ending, because I'm just jumping around real quick. Drake, you still see he up 116,000. Where Offset at? My nigga, I know that they lying. I know they lying. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Wait. 1442. Is this the pure sales? Blink 182 streams. Hold on. Give me a second. I wonder if this Scarlet 360. She sold 360 copies? Offset. So yeah, Offset dropped 70% in sales. Typically, artist drops a little bit like lower. So with streams and everything, he went from selling 70,000 down to 21,000. Guys, I'm telling you that this shit did not make any sense right here. Oh, share she sold. I want to find out if this is the pure sales copy. If this is the pure sales, because listen, them Christmas albums be selling. Damn, I hope Brandy pops up like that too. I believe that this is the pure sales album. TEA. I believe that is. Hold on. Yeah, that is the pure sales column. So Offset sold 1,367 copies this week, right, guys? That's pure sales. When I told you last week, see, a lot of the times you think I just be talking. Ain't no motherfucking way you dropped from 25,000 pure sales down to 1,367 in 1 week. Where is the interest? Where's the interest? And then sales plus streams, he dropped to 19K. So that means that you went from 70,000 overall to 21,000 in front of Hauser? Like, how? It's not making sense. See, this is what it is. A lot of people, ooh, I don't know. Well, little Uzi or the pink tape. Um, I don't know about that. Maybe this is the pure sales. And if this is the pure sales column, I need to figure no, because that streams and everything. What's TEA? Let me go on the side. What the fuck is TEA? TEA albums. Hold on a second, because we gotta get some shit understood. I know I took a little long break. Let's see. TEA. 606, 400. Because look right here. Either way, Drake. Because this is streams plus, everything. One of these columns. I think this is the column. This makes more sense. I think that's album tracks. So yeah, Blink 82. This is a big group. They have a lot of fans. 95,000. They did 95,000 pure sales. They did a total of 118,000. Yeah, that's about right. Because look at that. That's 95,606. So that makes up to the 118. Drake, he sold 442 copies, but that's not too far off for him in week. What is this? Week 2, week 3 for him? He did 400,000. Look at this. This is why I'm saying it's not making sense. Drake opened up with 400,000. He dropped. Wait, no, this is Drake third week. I think it's his third week, right? Right, because the week before he didn't drop to just 100,000 because this is because Offset didn't drop his week. So that's that. They sold 1,300 units. Bad Bunny. I mean, that's about right for him. You see, he dropped 50%. I'm telling you, the percentage that Offset dropped is wacky. He dropped 70% after week 1. Come on. I need you to be invested in these formulas and realizing what's bullshit. And then Cardi want to talk about I'm my turn next. What, your turn to use the fucking debit card and tell the family to buy the album throughout the whole, to send group messages to buy the album? Listen, ain't nothing going on over there. Ain't nothing going on over there. Anyway, oh no, my reason for being over here was for the City Girls. You mean to tell me the City Girls ain't on here? Damn, they ain't even charged. You like Balloon Boy, mama. You was never there. Damn. Hold on. Something ain't right. Like, this feel funny. They didn't chart. So the lowest on this chart is 15,000. Y'all mean to tell me plus streams they couldn't get 15,000? Something's not right. Let me look this up. City Girls Raw album sales. City Girls Raw album sales. I hate this fucking laptop. Baby. That's different. My nigga, that's different. City Girls joined the Breakfast Club and reflected on the commercial success or lack thereof of their latest album, Raw. Speaking candidly with hosts Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Lauren LaRosa, the Miami-bred rap act addressed their first week sales estimated to be less than 10,000 album sales. That is horrible. That's horrible. What Foxy said, it's over. Like, it's over. Go back to being a mother. Like, y'all bitches 15, 16, running around mothers. Like, yo, Uzi, JT, you better hold on to Uzi and Young Miami. Baby, that is bad. You know what that tells me right then and there? You couldn't even get people to at minimum, you're in the music business to sell records. At minimum, you couldn't even crack down here. This is the person with the lowest. Junior H, Bad Boys for Life. He sold 15,000. Damn. That remind me of this story with this girl I used to know from Brooklyn. She was so cocky, but she'd be like, I be shopping in all the designer stores. She was like, and I don't give a fuck. I be going and hitting the clearance rack up. She was like, this girl tried to laugh at me because I was on the clearance rack, but she said, bitch, I said, get your foot in the door first. Like, is your foot even in the door? Like, she used to love her name brand shit, but she used to be like, damn, like, at least get your foot in the door. Like, your foot, listen, the lowest is 15,000. What? Yo, to me, if you can't get streams plus sales, look, they got 25 pure sales. If you can't get streams plus sales to debut, something ain't right. Now, look, we all know that SZA is in her era right now. I believe SZA sold 1,000 copies. I can believe it based on how people like her. Taylor Swift 2,000. I can believe that. A lot of these people is buying their albums. Little Uzi Vert debuted with 6,000 pure copies off the pink tape. He keep dropping different versions of the pink tape. Yeah, I think 6,000 people bought that for Uzi. I don't know. This should be wacky. Real talk. Hold on a second. Damn, it's 11:18. I got to get off here soon. So I know that I derailed the conversation, but yo.
Very, very clear about them. The City Girls are a byproduct of good writers, good people that put image around them, people that branded them the City Girls. There's nothing the City Girls has actually ever really did for their fucking self. I want to talk about the City Girls.
All right, so he said that about them. That had them messed up. I want to see if it maybe the other one was longer. Which I think about Megan. Quick little segue. Megan, she went away just to shake her ass better on stage and all of that. Listen, I ain't mad at her though. Now the girl know how to move though. We know Megan is always gonna come and shake that ass, but is the record selling? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we always know that she's gonna do that. So let's see if this was it.
I'll briefly talk about the City Girls. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I think the City Girls are completely over with. And they did the most pathetic interview I just seen recently. And we need to hold some of these makeshift chameleon, non-talented, lazy non-passionate people accountable. You see, the city girls are the definition of people who have gotten to places in their career without ever really doing the work. Let me
Cardi
be
B too.
very, very clear about them. The city girls are a byproduct of good writers, good people that put image around them, people that branded them the city girls.
What was Bongo's? Partisan Fontaine name was on there too. Why is this bitch still hanging around like Christmas trees and ornaments? Why is this bitch still around? But y'all niggas give Cardi or what? Is it because she reminds? Because now that she done fixed her face and everything, you think she's one of the baddies from New York City? What is it with this bitch? Why can you go hard on the black women? See, that's my only qualm. But I don't have an issue with what he's saying, right? But we're gonna get into that Saucy Santana shit. I don't have no issue with what he's saying. But if you're gonna do this shit, keep this shit fair across the board. Like point blank. Like talk that shit across the board.
There's nothing the city girls has actually ever really did for their fucking self. And that's the problem. Because there's always a bunch of people who are working so hard, they're talented, whatever. They don't get the break that they kind of want. And they either never make it or never make it to those heights. But it's always frustrating to me when I see people like the city girls who clearly, like I watched this interview and I realized these two should have never been hot to begin with.
Ooh.
They sat there uninterested in the music. They sold 4,000 records for first week.
Damn.
And while
my nigga, with sales plus streaming, do you know 1,500 streams means one album purchase? You mean to tell me not that many people was interested? So all y'all motherfuckers online camping for JT and all of that, where the fuck was you at? Where your ass was at? Like, you know what I'm saying? What was you doing? Because a lot of y'all just be talking. Y'all just be talking. But you know what the truth of the matter is? Keep it real with yourself. Say, I like JT because Nikki supports her, but no, I didn't stream it. I would rather you say that. No, I didn't stream it. No, I didn't buy it. No, I didn't show up. Like, keep that shit real. Stop trying to make it seem like y'all support and y'all fuck with people, and you really don't, because it's coming out in the wash. It really, really is. Like,
why they sold 4,000 records? Shorty got a DeLeon bottle in front of her more than she got to talk about music. She talks about DeLeon. You know whose liquor that is? The nigga who's fucking her. How city girl behavior is that?
That's what I'm saying. Granddaddy balls. Why she letting that nigga go deep inside while he already been around the world twice when she was born. Like, yo.
What?
And a lot of y'all love that shit. Y'all think Young Miami is winning based off of the allowance. Listen, I spoke to my birthday twin today and I asked them how they felt about Young Miami, and they even thought that she was winning because she's getting an allowance. We don't even know if that's even really fucking true. Her allowance could be getting the views to her boring ass on the damn Revolt show. You know how much money that costs to go in and marketing? I can imagine Puff talking some shit to her like, yeah, you want allowance? You know how much money we put into your show? Ain't nobody watching your music video. How your music video get 500,000 views in 9 days and your damn interview's getting 1 million in 1 or 2 days? It don't make sense. It don't.
They talk about, oh yeah, there wasn't a lot of promotion. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why it wasn't a lot of promotion. Because when it was time for you to promote.
Now, I don't think that it was a lot of promotion and they played nonchalant about it. You want to know why I personally think that there was not a lot of promotion? Because the label don't believe in them. They ain't put no dollars in that. Let me tell you something. This music game is like the crack game. You understand? Let me tell you something. You see who got units, who moving units out? Nicki Minaj. You want to know why? Because historically, with the data that goes and feeds into her fan base, her fans buy copies. Her fans buy. Think about it really like the drug game. Say you had me and you had another person who did music. Say that I'm a sure seller and then the other person, they not really a sure seller. Who you think they're going to put 100,000 units in the stores for? Who do you think is going to bring that money back? Right? That's how you got to look at it. And I don't feel like they feel as though that the city girls is going to do it. Like nothing that they ever do really goes up. So this is my whole thing. It does need to be some gatekeeping in this fucking rap game, because certain people just know, because it's going to be harder for you when you fall. It's going to be harder. You need to make people work harder and make their mark. Let them make their mark on some real shit. Like even that girl, right? It's a new girl coming out right now, and I think that she's okay. Aaliyah's interlude, but when I go to her Spotify page, she only got one song. So even if that song do blow up, and I feel like she's riding the Azealia Banks coattails and sound, I personally feel like she is, but I don't feel like her song is bad. But you only got one song. That's it. I mean, it's amazing to blow off of your one song, but it's like, what is next? And I'm looking at Ice Spice the same. What's next? You can't write off She in Her Mood no more. You can't. That's over. That ship has sailed. And the City Girls, when are they actually going to get a hit? Like, you know what I'm saying?
When it was time for you to promote, you were too busy holding up a sign for a nigga who you're not even a main chick for. How about hold up a sign? Get my album. New song in stores. Go listen to me.
Remember that lady back in the day? She had an album. She had a shirt on or something in the music video that buy my album. People were serious. Remember Lady Gaga, Desperate Ass? She was one of the reasons why they changed the sales, that albums have to be sold for at least $5.99 to count, because Lady Gaga sold her album so cheap on Amazon because she wanted to sell 1 million copies in the first week. Oh yeah, I remember history, baby. Lady Gaga did that, and she's the reason why they changed the rules that you can't sell albums for cheap like that. I think her first week for one of her albums, she sold it for $4.99. It might have been her second album, the Born This Way album, but she wanted to just debut so high, so bad. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on. No, the label don't believe in them. That's why there was no money and no budget like that. So they could act like, oh yeah, we could have did more. No, what you really don't want to say is that the label don't want to put the money into you. They don't see it.
I am making music. You a cheerleader for another nigga.
Ooh.
I want to talk about the City Girls.
All right. So let me see what y'all talking about before I pull up the Saucy Santana clip. Absolutely, the label may feel that they can make more money solo. They know that they ain't making no money off them. Let's keep it a stack. They ain't making no money off the City Girls at all. So let's bring this up with Saucy Santana.
Akademiks, you keep talking about what the fuck Carisha said to you.
And I just can't take it. Let me tell you something. I don't give a fuck about sexuality, what you do. I can't take a nigga with a full beard, with a full set of silk press wrap nails, doing all of this extra shit. Akademiks, you said, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I don't like this shit, because you know what I really feel like it is, right? Now, if you're going to be if you're going to be like a transgender, or, you know, however you choose to identify, people do that. Saucy Santana is part of the people who dress and do things like women for attention because he can't get attention as a man. That's my own opinion. And furthermore, before he say anything, my nigga, you got on the internet and said something about Blue Ivy being nappy headed, called her dry looking. I don't want to hear you say nothing about anybody being a FAG and doing FAG shit. Akademiks does commentary. Do I believe that he's unfair in his commentary, especially towards Nicki? Yes, I do. But in regards to just giving an opinion, everybody has a right to give an opinion on anything, right? The same way you got your musty ass up on Twitter and talked about a baby girl. Now listen, this kid that I know, right? Back in the day, he said something that I felt like that was so crass. I thought it was so like, damn. What he said was, he said, I like gay people, but I hate FAGs, right? And Saucy, you talking about in the urban community and this and that and this and that. For what you did in the urban community, you would have got your motherfucking ass beat. You would have got your ass beat. And wasn't he just running out the club too? Like, I'm confused. Let me just play this.
What the fuck?
Listen, I have nothing against, before I go, I have nothing against a man sticking up for they female friend. None of that, right? You just the wrong fucking messenger, because you got dirt on you, and then you try to use a bitch single even after you try to diss Beyonce talking about she ain't no real vocalist. Then you try to use her sample. Oh man, let's go.
How Carisha feel about you is how she feel about you. Me being her best friend, that don't have nothing to fucking do with me. In the hood and in a lot of urban cultures, when you see boys that are acting feminine, that are being messy, that are being extra and doing fag shit.
Like you talking about fucking Blue Ivy, and you lucky Jay-Z ain't that person that he was in his past, because I'm telling you, you would have caught it. With all this social media shit, see, a lot of people, they get away with shit like the Jason Leagues, ragtag, and Nicki and doing. Let me tell you something. If Nicki was in the Foxy Brown era, that nigga would have got touched already. It would have been already. It would have been a wrap. I'm telling y'all. Let me tell you something, because this social media shit is some police ass shit, right? And a lot of people get on it. They vent, especially if they got attacked. Or I'm telling you, if this was in the 90s, Jason Lee would have got touched already. I'm telling you. And you know what I'm saying if you're from that era and you know it. Now niggas can run online and say Nicki Minaj did this or this. I'm telling you. And the thing about it, I know that got to be hard for Nicki, especially with people just talking reckless. And it's like, nigga, I will get you touched with a lot of these people. Right? You talked about a baby girl. I know Jay-Z, if he was in his prime of his age, I know that he would have I know he would have sent niggas to get you. You would have been at your little bookings or whatever you thought you was going to book up at. Niggas would have ran down on that shit. I'm telling you how this shit goes. I know how it goes. So it's like, man.
That's what you address them as. Even as me being a gay man, I don't move like a fag. And it's a lot of other.
Yes, you do. You do. Let me bring this up real quick. Just to refresh. And that's the reason why I put that shit in the title too. You do move like that. You do. Saucy. You do move like that. And that's why you flopping. And this is why every time something comes out with Young Miami, you feel like you got to be her fucking lapdog. Right? Saucy Santana won't apologize for Blue Ivy's tweets. Yes, this right here is the reason why I think that you are what you don't move like that. Yes, you are. Anytime that you talk down on a baby girl who makes more money than you, this little girl danced on stage for 56 days, and I can guarantee you she made more money than you this year. You know the mother, you know Beyonce is all about the books. She said she used to talk about working in her mother's salon when she was a young girl. You know that little girl got paid. I would bet my life on it that little girl made more money than him this year. I can get more money than me too. But what I'm saying, he's the shit talker with a full beard. And you know what was so crazy about this? I get mad, even more mad, the more that I think about it. You dissed this black baby for having negroid features and you tried to boost up Northwest, you fat, musty motherfucker. Like, it makes me mad every time I think about it. Every time that I think about what he said. You understand what I'm saying? And he showed no remorse about it. He said that she was dry. He said that nappy or some shit like that. Yo. All right. So let's read some of the tweets that he agreed with. So he was mentioning somebody, I just want to be Blue Ivy. And he said nappy headed or 2014. I don't give a fuck when he did it. He said it just like when JT said she wanted Cardi B to take over from Nicki. And now she's singing praises in groups and she's going to be the fucking the spokesperson for Nicki Minaj. Honestly, I don't want her. I don't listen. Do your own thing. Worry about blowing your own career. We don't need no damn cheerleaders. We don't need no cheerleaders, especially no celebrity cheerleaders. It's enough people who do potent good commentary who give Nicki her shit. And I'd rather listen to that instead of listen to somebody who talk shit in the past and your career ain't going right. And now you want to talk about now you understand. And I knew this shit was so hard. No, what I posed the question and somebody left a comment under my last video. Yeah, I want to know, what did Nicki do to make you feel like you wanted Cardi to take over? That's an important question. Yeah, because I would hit your ass with the gone tones if that shit wasn't making sense. What did she do? Because at that time, Nicki wasn't even communicating with somebody like a fucking JT. What did she do to you to make you say that? I apologize for the little segues, but I be having to say shit because yeah, I want to fucking know. So, Saucy Santana said that he don't move like a FAG, huh? Somebody said I just want to be Blue Ivy. This nigga said nappy headed or what else? So that means that you are a black man with a nappy beard and you talking about Blue Ivy? So when I say that it's the messenger who's coming through with these messages, I ain't saying that a nigga's not supposed to stand up for their girl. Why Puff couldn't come forward and stick up for her? Why couldn't somebody else of value? And then this person said, I'm sorry, but Northwest clears Blue Ivy. Have several car seats, Blue. He said, I just said this yesterday. Fat, musty flop. He's a flop talking about a black baby. This right here is just enough for me. You dissing her negroid features and you're black as well. Huh? And then somebody said, Beyonce with that motherfucking pregnancy glow. He said she looked dry to me. He got an issue with Beyonce. Hold on a second. Let me just show this real quick. So this is why, like, the tables turn the way that they do. Let me tell you this while I'm talking about this too, right? I know that for a fact. Let's see. Saucy Santana. Santana say about Beyonce? And then he being messy and shit with the whole Cardi and Nicki. It's like, nigga, you listen, you would get fucked up with the shit that you said. You lucky that it's this social media era. You know it. You know it. Saucy Santana, what did Saucy Santana say about Beyonce? He said some shit about how she's not a vocalist and that's why Adele won the award or some shit like that. He said some funny shit. So, yeah. So that's what he said with that. Let's continue this over here to just back up that he is who he's trying to say that. You know what I'm saying? You are that. You are.
Other gay boys that's feminine or whatever, but everybody don't move like fags.
And let me tell you this. I'm sorry for pausing it. I apologize. Some gay men are the most misogynist. They will break women down just like he broke down a baby at that. How old was Blue Ivy in 2014? You do the fucking math. At that, you do the math. You do the math. Wait a minute. When was that first tweet? 2014. So she was born in 2011, I think, because that's when 4 came out. 13, 12, 13, 14. She was like 3 years old. Wow. She was like 3 years old in 2014. You got a lot of fucking nerve. You got a lot of nerve. Nothing that Saucy Santana says will ever mean anything to me. I'm sorry.
You move like a fag, and that's why bitches is always calling you that. It don't have nothing to do with nobody else. You always on the internet starting shit with bitches. I wake up this morning, you starting shit with Glorilla, a girl. What the fuck is you bothering her for? What the fuck is you doing interviews? Keep talking about Young Miami. Or you think nobody won't press you up? And that's the motherfucking problem. We was hoping to see you at the Roots picnic, but apparently.
Listen, you know how he do that too? And I don't know DJ Akademiks affiliations or anything like that. But to a street nigga, that's a threat, like on some shit. That means that if I surface that you're gonna do something, don't have your little boy in the stash that's gonna pop your shit as soon as he feel like you're gonna act up or anything. Keep your fucking mouth shut. You talking this urban shit, you're not really no street nigga like that. You not. Because I don't understand where anybody, if you ever want to do something to a person, let me just give you heads up. Don't ever talk about it on the internet, because guess what? If they pop your ass, you gave them the right to, because now it's a threat. It's a threat now. I would really, if I was Akademiks, I would show up just to see what he gonna do. And I would have because listen, you know how it go. I'm gonna have somebody on the stash, and as soon as you move, it's gonna go down. It's gonna go down. You ain't even gonna it's gonna be some fucking Cardi B, Ra Ali type shit. It's gonna get crazier than that. So it's like, if you a real nigga, you trying to come up and boast for Young Miami, it's like, where's even the love for JT? It's like, you could tell he ain't fucking with her. See, a lot of them ain't fucking with her. That's why she over here with Team Minaj trying to act like, oh, and doing all this shit. Get the fuck out of here. Like, get out of here. Get out of here. Figure it out. You the same one who said Cardi gonna take over, and I'm gonna hold that to the grave. You damn right I am. I don't give a fuck how anybody in the chat feels about it. I don't care. So now they ain't feeling her, and now she over here trying to get Mixie in. Oh, no. Now she in fucking London taking videos of Super Bass and shit.
Apparently, it was the wrong day. Nobody don't ever know where you at, but we all have public flyers and posters on our motherfucking page. So Tuesday, Young Miami has a party in Miami. She having a Halloween party.
He inviting her again. Listen, she need to be doing something to promote that motherfucking album. He inviting them out again. Why? And then first and foremost, think about this. You doing this to serve face. Why would he come to Young Miami's party when he's just critiquing her album? How do you think that energy would be off, right? I told you that I had a dream one time, and I have these weird dreams where I be in old places. Like I was in my old high school and I was walking down. Like I told you about this. Megan Thee Stallion was in my dream, and I'm like, why is this bitch trying to talk to me? She don't be hearing my commentary? I swear. It's like, you ever have a dream where you have like, you're having like conscious thoughts within your dream? It was so weird. And I was like, why is she talking to me? She don't be hearing my commentary. So it's like, stop saying this stupid shit. Why would he come to the damn party? You know that he's not going to come to the party. Now, when he see you though, you better best believe he gonna have something ready, because that's a threat, my nigga. And sometimes people, they just waiting to get somebody. So now you threaten, be online. You said you're gonna do this. So I want you to look like you even inching in on me, and you're gonna get fucking romped. You're gonna get people be setting themselves up. You should have never said any, and I can't wait to see what Akademiks is gonna say back. Let me tell you something. Again, I want to reiterate this. It's great, yeah. You know, having a guy who stands up for you, whatever. Where was y'all niggas at when it's like Nicki is on the receiving end of the commentary? And then the truth of the matter is that the city girls' music is fucking horrible. It is horrible. Why? Just because you try to emulate them in your shit and wearing their nails and shit, and they what? What? Obviously, something ain't motherfucking working. You switched it up and trying to act like a damn girl. Then you was online trying to ride Terry Joe's fucking wave because you see how much attention and shit she get. That shit ain't help the city girls and it ain't fucking help you. It ain't.
Pull up on us. Pull up and come holler. And it's nothing for her to Akademiks. You keep. It's nothing for Young Miami to ever say to you because she a girl. You a man. You a nigga. And you on. And you.
He doing this shit with the one nail bent. Like, you know how the girls be having the nail bent? Like, you're a nigga. Like, yo, and you talked about a fucking 3-year-old baby, all right? You talked about Blue Ivy, okay? You lucky. When I say this, I mean it. You lucky Jay-Z was, he's a billionaire now. He can't get his hands on a lot of shit. But I know for a fact that if you did this in like 99, 2000, it would have been a fucking rap on you. It would have been a rap on you. Where he booked at? Oh yeah, let's send about 50 up there. It would have got ugly for you. And then you got cocky and went online and said you wasn't apologizing. And that's why you flopped. That's why. So again, a man can stick up for his girl, a real man, but not no nigga who talk about babies and little girls online and shit. Misogyny. I see so many different things within Saucy Santana. Like, he's one of those. He talk about he's not a FAG. Yes, you are, because just based off of what you did, and then you hated on Beyonce, called her dry during her pregnancy and all of that. Yes, you are. You messy and all that little funny shit you did online and try to be funny by Nicki. Now listen, yeah. You are messy. You are.
You doing an interview talking about, oh, I was about to beef with Santana, but I had to bow down because I was gonna lose. So you mean to tell me you can publicly bully a bitch on the internet every motherfucking day, but you don't want to get it. You don't want to get it.
He was probably being facetious, you dumb fuck.
To a spat or a combat or a physical altercation with a motherfucking gay boy. But you like to argue with bitches though. Stop playing with people. The bitches don't play on the internet. So Carisha got a party on Tuesday in Miami. And pull up. If you don't have to say nothing to her, come and address me. Come and address the niggas that's gonna be in the motherfucking room. Stop playing games on the internet and then you wondering why bitches calling you botsy boys and fags and punks because you're drama.
They calling you that too. Trust me. They calling you that. Did you not hear the latest news? Did you not look in your mentions with all of that shit that, you know, with the Beehive was going at your ass with and saying some of the craziest shit in your mentions? Or did you ignore it? See what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Even in that community, you know, with guys like him, some of the most hateful bullies. But listen, you can't bully a bully. But the comments that he say that shit off camera too. You say you wonder why bitches is calling you Bati boy and this and that. Yeah, but you know, they calling you that too. So what? What?
I'm a feeling you only fuck with bitches. You only arguing with bitches all motherfucking day.
And you do bitch shit and insert yourself into female rap drama too. So you're a bitch too.
I'm a nigga. I don't even do that. I'm a gay boy and I don't even fuck.
You a gay boy and you got online and talked about a fucking 3-year-old. Huh? Yeah, and I'm gonna go run, tell it over the motherfucking mountain each and every time he opened up his mouth to say anything. Because we live in a day and age where you do something, people gonna repeat it, right? So it's like if I come up here and I say that Cardi talked about calling black babies roaches and shit like that, and we won't let the bitch live it down. I ain't letting him live that shit down because he was out of line. You talked about a black baby with her negroid features. How fucking dare you, with a face full of makeup on and some silk wrap fucking nails? You ain't even wearing the popping nails that bitches be wearing they shit and getting them like getting all the glam and shit on it. If you're gonna do this shit, it's like what is you really doing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Bitches all day. Bitch, I really like to slap the shit out of niggas, bitch. Since I was a kid, that's what the fuck I do. Since high school, I fought boys. I never fought bitches a day in my motherfucking life. I don't even argue with bitches as much as you, and you're supposed to be the straight one. So stop doing all the cap. Pull up. We got.
You don't argue with bitches, but you talk about babies, and you was basically. What was you doing when you saying all that shit about Beyonce? Did you think that you was not gonna? Did you think that shit was gonna fly? Like, huh? Then you jumped on her sample and did some weird ass twerk shit on it that didn't work. The results was not responsive. Again, disclaimer. Yes, a man should stick up for his female friend always. I would stick up for mine, but it's certain things where I feel like you got to test the test, check the temperature. You have been very toxic in the past. Listen, that shit is going to live forever for what you did. And the crazy thing about it is that if Beyonce even wanted to work with you, I'm not saying that she would never do it, but when she Googles your name is already in sync with her daughters. That's a bad look. That's a bad look. That's a bad look. You compared her baby to a non-black. Huh? That's self-fucking hate. So nothing, I hate to say it, he could be in support of a woman, but it's the wrong messenger. So I can't jack it at all. I can't. And even some of the people who was online was so happy that he got addressed by that DJ Akademiks got addressed. I had to ask them, are you black? Like, huh? Are you black? Because do you not forget? It's okay if you forget about certain things, but when you come across this channel, I'm going to remind your ass. You can forget about anything that you would like to, but I'm going to remind your ass.
Pull up on Tuesday in Miami and settle that.
Pull up and settle. Now, what if you end up popped off of some shit like that? What if you end up popped, stabbed, or anything? What if he just show up to the party? You done invited this man to the party now. If I know that I want to see somebody, I'm not going to say anything about it because that's going to incriminate you. Why would you say that? So now if you buck up at this nigga and you get done dirty, it's going to be bad for you. It is.
It's nothing for Young Miami to ever say to you because she a girl.
So that's that. That's that. These people is fucking crazy. Like, and the thing about it is that he felt as though he got some sort of attention off of this. Let me read some of the comments because it's 11:46. I gotta go. We're gonna remind you exactly. So he's saying something because of the interview. Go Saucy page to see the full video on his stories. I'm not really interested, to be honest with you. I mean, he actually gay though, is Akademiks. I definitely don't agree with talking about children. Yeah, and that's what makes his whole point invalid. You up here talking about this is why people call you a FAG and all of this shit. The same people who said that about you, about him, they're saying that about you too. Right? Because you ain't gonna, the internet is never gonna let you live that down at all. People could be in the comments saying and trying to agree with you on all of that, but when it comes to your releases and shit like that, they talk about it all the time on Twitter. So it's like you're never gonna be able to live that down. So you messy too. You talk about women. You're very misogynist. Now listen, I might pop some shit, but listen, I might pop some shit. When you ever heard me talk about any of the female rappers' kids that I get up here and I talk about? I've never talked about Cardi's kids. For what? That shit is weak. That shit is weak and it's clown shit. Why would I talk about her kids? And it's like, especially her kids are cute. It's like, why would I get up here and talk about her kids and say negative things? What role did you really have to why? Like, you know what I'm saying? What made you do that? Talking about fucking Northwest. Yo, I can't take it. I can't. And you know what? This is what goes to show you. Also, shout out to the real black female content creators, because I was listening to Tanya TKO and she said this before, and she was saying like a lot of gay men are misogynistic and they don't even really see it. They try to act like that they girls, and but they've been, not only have they been what was the word she used? They've been kind of acculturated like to be men, and they still have very misogynistic views. They do, and they don't see it. They don't. And for you to get up and talk about a fucking baby girl and talk about her, calling her hair nappy, saying that Beyonce looked dry, and saying that Northwest eats her up and shit like that, that means that you're a self-hating motherfucker. You would throw a black person under the bus for the sake of anybody. Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I be feeling bad sometimes because I be so uncode with certain shit. Like, it was this lady, she came up in the little FedEx, right? And she was trying to sell her shirts and shit, but she tried to have this, and I know you might think I'm crazy for saying this, but you know how the black people, they sell the shirts that go with the sneakers and shit like that? I've been over that era for probably the past 4 or 5 years. I did it for little while, and I have little Jordans and then people sell shirts. So it was this white lady, and she was up in the FedEx, and she was trying to promote her business and shit. And even though some of her shit looked nice, I was not buying nothing from her. Sorry, not. I'm not. I really make my buying decision, and I make it, and I be like, because I know that I could got whatever she had from elsewhere. No, I make my decision where I'm gonna buy my shit from, and that's I move accordingly. Like especially when I can be, when I'm in control of it. It was nothing that she had that I really needed, but she was just trying to hustle niggas up in there. Like, yeah, you can get three, get two for 35, and yeah, and I do is I do. Yeah, you got a whole black hustle. No, I'd rather go to a black person and get that shit. I control where my money goes, unless I'm going to the supermarket, and they do have black-owned supermarkets here in Texas, though, but I don't think it's near me like that. But anytime that I can consciously spend my money within, like, people of color, like even Hispanic people, I will spend my money like with, but I'm not giving my money to no white person. I'm just not. Like, come on, you trying to hustle these t-shirts, like, and then first and foremost, you trying to sell sneaker related. It's not even really a swag. And when I say that, it's like, yo, I think about being from the fucking 90s and shit, where like this is where you could tell like people, of course you had white boys who will wear Jordans here and there, but that shit, all of the Air Max, Air Force Ones, that was all our swag, right? They would wear they little airwalks and shit like that. They ain't never wear sneakers like how we did. And now everybody is so intertwined, and they doing Jordans, they doing everything Air Force Ones. There's really no there's no difference in the fucking, like, you can tell with the way that they throw their clothes on that it is what it is. But no, I don't want t-shirts from you. Not when I can find somebody else who's doing it, and I will pay them more too, because I know how much it takes to be a black business and go into that and put the money into it. You might not even have that many orders coming through. So I'm going to support you, and I'm going to be definitely conscious of where I spend my money. But yeah, gay black men, yes, that shit was like a aha moment when Tanya said that shit. She said they're very misogynistic. They can, they say, they'll say certain things like, they make it seem like they're cool with you, but then in the next breath, you'll be a bald-headed bitch. They'll be saying all types. What he basically did that to Blue Ivy. He basically did that to her. Like, listen, and I'm not saying that's all. I'm not saying it's all of them, but some people that's like that, yeah, I find what Saucy Santana said to even be toxic, talking about like you're what people call a fag or a bati boy. Yeah, I do find him to be toxic. He's a part of that. He definitely is. Let me scroll down. I want to see a tribute to Nikki from who? Want to take your motherfucking fast, very friendly with it too. Watch out. Want to take your man fast, very friendly. Yeah, children are off limits. That's what I'm saying. If I got on this channel and I was dissing children, it would be so many things that I would talk about that you wouldn't even give me a pass on, because you've already violated. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you've already violated and like, yo. Anyway, I really just wanted to come and talk about that. Academics is not about that life. That's why he said that. Honestly, Jumi, I think that he was playing, saying that he didn't want to have a problem with Saucy Santana. Do you really think that he's scared of him on some shit like that? Do you think that Academics don't got, like, especially with how big he is and the money that he makes through streaming, you don't think he got niggas who he call that could just be on a double? Huh? That could just be on the double and just get, like, I listen. Don't count people out just because you don't hear and see people that's with them. Anybody can make a phone call. I can make a phone call, like anybody can. You don't know people's ties, and he has money, so that shit is gonna go long. I'm pretty sure Academics has more money than Santana. So listen, y'all, I'm about to get up out of here. So be blessed. We headed into Monday. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, again, a man can stick up for his female best friend. Yes, he can stick up for her, do all of that shit, But at the end of the day, what's their background looking like? If their background ain't squeaky clean, that's like me getting up here, going at somebody who's a pedophile, and I got a history. Let me tell you something. This is one thing that I'm so thankful for. I really want to say this, because being a broadcaster, people will try to expose you about a number of things. But let me just tell you this, right? And I want anybody who listens to this, if you're in the moment of what you're doing, think about this. Anything that you do, and this is kind of like made me, this has been in my mind since I've been a young boy. Anything that you do is going to follow you for the rest of your life, right? Not saying that you can't overcome things, but certain things is going to follow you. And then when you get into certain positions, people are going to try to expose you and say that, oh, you got this on your record. You did this, you did that, right? I'm not a perfect person, but I know what I didn't do. You understand what I'm saying? And I know what I didn't get on record and say. like about, you know, about children and shit like that. And then not only did you say it, like you followed it up. You talked about her 2 times, and then to be a black man, like you talking about her Negroid features, like you don't have them, and you're much more darker skinned than her. Not saying that, you know, that the black is not still beautiful, but it's like you should know better, but you don't know better because you ain't have no fucking knowledge of self talking about that baby girl. So yeah, be careful what you say because certain things will come back to you as well, just like this situation. um so you don't want to have to end up trying to be like Cardi B, trying to give these flop opportunities to people like, what's that girl named, Fendi the rapper? Because I felt like Cardi was compelled to work with her because she was a dark skinned girl and she thought that that was going to kill the roach talk and all of the dark skinned women who she's come against. So that's that. So anyway, y'all, this is your boy LaRon, female rapper Lee. Y'all have a blessed evening. Have a positive Monday. You know, I hate Monday to be honest with you, but I'm happy that I have a job. So, you know, happy that I got a new promotion and yeah, you know, making some more money. And yeah, I'm happy about that, but I hate Monday. And you know, tomorrow is gonna come. Y'all be blessed. I'm up out of here. Peace.